What's up everyone, Doug the Retro Gamer here, bringing you another YouTube narration. Now, I will do a narration or even a video on my cell phone. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but I will sit down and talk about my E3 thoughts. I'm more likely to do it tomorrow or Friday, and I'm just trying to think if I want to do it in 3 parts, where I talk about Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo, or if I just do it as one large lump sum and maybe make a long video, 30 to 40 some odd minutes, talking about each one and what I liked about them and what I didn't like. That's for me to decide. I'm going to think about it today, like I said, possibly tomorrow, and I might just end up doing it Friday, give E3 a chance to kind of start dying down around Thursday-ish or so, see if any more announcements come out. Because I'm learning more announcements that are coming out and stuff after the initial briefings and stuff. But that's not what this narration is about. No, this narration is about Bayonetta 2. Now, I got excited when they announced Bayonetta 2, and this is something I'll talk about more in the Nintendo discussion of E3. And the only reason why is because, you know, it's including the original Bayonetta, which was something that I was thinking about getting anyway, because if they weren't going to include it, I was going to go out and buy it, and I was going to probably buy it this weekend, actually, so the fact that they're including it saves me money. But that's neither here nor there. What I wanted to talk about is that, and I apologize if I slaughtered this person's name. I'm not very good with a lot of Japanese names, and I do the best that I can, but Hideki Kamiya doesn't like, more specifically I believe the word that was used was hate. Hates the Bayonetta 2 Wii U box art. And just wanted to be clear on this. He's happy with the character design, the fact that she has short hair, okay with the character's pose, the outfit, everything. What he's upset about is the fact that it went from looking like this to looking like this. And what I don't get is why. Because, I mean, first of all, there's nothing wrong with the box art. I mean, I looked at it. It looks fine. I kind of like the fact that it's got a little bit more colorful pizzazz, because that's going to be more eye-drawing. I mean, if you ever walk through any place, a Walmart, a Target, a GameStop, any place, Best Buy, any place that sells video games, I walk past a lot of them because they don't catch my attention. And a lot of times I have to stare carefully and be like, okay, I'm in the D section now. I'm looking for a game that starts with F, so I need to come over here. And I need to carefully find what I'm looking for or ask an associate for it. With Bayonetta 2 having a little bit more of a poppy kind of colorful, eye-catching box art, you're more likely going to see it and be like, oh, Bayonetta 2, and pick it up. Now, was the original concept design a little cooler? Yeah, because there was a moon in the background and all that, and, you know, it was a little more misty. But I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I mean, first of all, you're complaining because, okay, he didn't change it without permission. Or the Nintendo changed it without his permission. Okay, I'm going to get into that in a minute, because I kind of want to just keep on track with this. They removed the crescent behind the Bayonetta, they removed the crescent that was behind Bayonetta and put in a full moon. Okay, it's still a moon. It may not be crescent, and it's full now, but it's still a moon. It's not like they put Mars behind her, or put a shadow of Link or something. They kept the moon. You're kind of, and honestly, and if you told me that it was a crescent moon, I wouldn't have believed you, because of the clouds that you have covering the original, which I'll put back up again. In the original box art, you have clouds that are covering the moon. How do I know it's not a full moon? I would have guessed it was a full moon. That's just me, because I don't have a disconcerting eye like that. You know, I don't have that kind of eye-catching stuff. I'm like, oh, that's clearly a crescent moon, and Okay, I think that's a little ridiculous that you're complaining because, oh, they made it a full moon instead of a crescent moon. That's a little stupid. And they changed the color of the 2 to red. Okay. Based upon the color of the original 2, when they put that explosion behind her, which to me looks cooler, there's a freaking explosion, other than just gray, dull clouds. The original color of the 2 probably would have clashed, so they made it a little bit darker so you can clearly see the 2, so that way people don't think it's Bayonetta. That way people don't look at it and go, what, it's just a high definition Bayonetta? I'm not going to buy this. And then the other thing, which is what I wanted to come back to, is you are complaining because Nintendo changed it without any permission. Now, here's the thing, and I understand you're kind of upset about maybe that more so, but here's the thing, Nintendo is the publisher. They're the ones that have to be happy with the overall product. And I bet you, because I don't remember hearing anywhere at all, at any time during the development of this game, anybody complaining that, oh, Nintendo's hindering us, they want us to push us out a year before we're ready, they're, you know, they're not giving us the money that we're asking for, they're not giving us the time we're asking. I don't remember hearing any of this. So Nintendo pretty much let you go nuts with this game, let you take as long as you wanted to develop it, give you all the resources that you needed to develop it the way that you wanted to develop it. So you came out with the game that you wanted to make. You came out with your envisioned idea for what you wanted Bayonetta 2 to be, and you're getting upset because they made 3 changes to the box art, which really aren't even that big of a deal. A slight color difference, even though the 2 looks the exact same. Bayonetta looks the exact same. The logo for Bayonetta looks the exact same, has the crescent and everything, the exact same pose, the exact same hairstyle. Just threw some feathers on there and an explosion and made the sky a little brighter. Okay, so now my opinion on this is I think you're a little bit insane, Hideki Kamiya, because that's not good business. You're basically telling Nintendo, look, I think that your ideas are crap. I think that you shouldn't have changed this. This isn't what I wanted. And Nintendo will go, okay, we won't give you any more money. You can never publish another game with us again. Good luck with that. And then you go and you do that with Sony, and you do that with Microsoft, and then guess what? No one wants to give you money to develop a game anymore. Because you just couldn't just let them be. I mean, this to me is like basically saying, oh yeah, when we published Vanquish, Sega turned the V in a direction that I didn't like. Okay, I mean, this is Nintendo's box art. You still have the original game the way you wanted it to be created, you know. So complaining a little bit about the box art when Nintendo was clearly trying to do something that was going to be eye-catching to get the consumer's attention, and be like, look, Bayonetta 2's out. And to me, it looks better. That's just my opinion. I mean, I can imagine the Wii U logo going a little bit over the top part of the cover, and I would have been okay with that as well. I would have been okay with either of these, really. But if you hadn't told me that it was a crescent moon in the original picture, and that the 2 was a different color, I never would have noticed it. That's how much... Well, actually, that's how little of a crap the average person is. That's how much of a crap the average person gives. Because honestly, do you think I care that Mario Kart 8 had a red box? Do you think that I care for 1 second that Mario Kart 8 had a red box, even though the 8 is blue, and Mario Kart 8's logo is blue, and every other Wii U game that comes out has a blue box? Do you think I care? Do you think I give 2 craps that I pop in the game and I get the exact same Mario Kart 8 experience as everybody else, and the box art is just going to sit there on a shelf? Do you really think that I care that much? No. I care that I get the exact same Bayonetta experience with this one as I got with the last one. That's what I care about. I care about popping it in and getting a great experience out of the game that you designed and you got. Because Nintendo didn't care. Like, yeah, sure. I mean, clearly with the footage that they gave of the original Bayonetta, all they asked was that you give them the original Bayonetta with some Nintendo-themed ideas behind it. But clearly, they did not hinder you in any way. For at least from what I hear, make sure that you leave comments or, links or whatever to prove otherwise. But I don't recall hearing anywhere at any time that Nintendo was hindering Bayonetta 2's progress. That they were trying to get it out a year sooner, so that way the Wii U sales would go up. That they wanted it to be, this, that, and the other. That they wanted to, go this direction with it and make Bayonetta a dude and all this other stuff. Clearly they did not. And you're going to complain over these small little changes, which to me are just minute. And to me, honestly, the box art is better. That's just my opinion, of course. Would I have cared either way if the original one was still there? No. Because again, I don't care about the box art. As far as I'm concerned, you could have came out with a black box with a black background, no picture at all, that just said Bayonetta 2, and I would have bought it. Because I care that little about it. People put too much emphasis on box art, and they put too much emphasis on disc art and all this stuff, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Is it nice that Skyward Sword had a beautiful box art? Yes. It's great. Would it have mattered? No, because I still would have gotten the exact same game out of it. And that's my 2 cents. And I know that I've kind of been circling around on it, but I just think it's ridiculous that a developer is complaining about box art changes. It's not like Nintendo forced you to make the game differently than what you wanted. It's not like Nintendo forced you to release it sooner or do things that you maybe were not happy with. All they did was they made 3 small changes to the box art that, to me, improved it. And that's my 2 cents on it. Make sure that you share yours. And that's all I have to say for now, guys. Thanks for listening. Have a good one.